Hey everybody, great to be back with you in 2024. My name is Fred Christian Jr. I am a disabled community activist from Miami Gardens, Florida, and the founder of the social media organization #Impact. And I wasn't going to do this live today. I was going to take the break off for the holiday, but I was praying over it and kind of meditating and being led. And there's a few things going on in my heart and in this community that I see that need to be discussed and need to be taken care of. So I really wanted to talk about MLK today. And let me talk about my thing with MLK. We go back to 1988 to Central Florida Community College in Ocala, Florida. And I was a student back then. My dad drove me to college because, as we know, I can't drive a car still to this day because of my disabilities. And I'm in the car talking, Dad, I got to do this term paper. What do I do? He said, why don't you do it on civil rights? So what happened was I decided to go do this on civil rights and fell in love with civil rights and was led and learned about this March on Washington, Dr. King, Malcolm X, and all the great work they did, especially Dr. King, and all the times he went to jail, had his life threatened and all kind of stuff, and actually gave up his very life for us. But Dr. King, at the end of the day, was a servant, and I try to be too, and I encourage all to be servants of the community. And that's the problem today. We're not serving our communities. Too many are taking and not giving. For every great servant like Letha Cheryl Bush, Tawana Aikens, Susan Bullets, Nellie Joseph, Apostle Nellie Joseph, there's so many that just aren't there, that are not coming out, that are not doing good in the community. We need more positivity in the black community, the Latin community, the white community, everywhere in the United States of America. We need more positivity. I mean, this week and alone, we had in 5 days in Miami-Dade County and Broward County, 5 people shot, at least 2 of them killed. One of them was a young person after a high school basketball game in a local high school. The gun violence has got to stop. I will keep going on here and on here and on here until you guys are sick of me to stop this. One fact in reference, Dr. King was a victim of gun violence himself. He was anti-violence. He sat in a jail so people wouldn't be treated violently, so people would be treated with dignity and respect. So today, I'm going to dedicate 2 things to Dr. King and his legacy. I wrote this poem, and it's called The Community, last year. It was inspired by my dear friend, Nellie Joseph, great police officer and sergeant from the city of Miami Gardens, and also an apostle, prophetess, and pastor, great community leader. Nellie, thank you for all you do. And she kind of didn't want, we were kind of trying to figure out, because she was doing an event, and she needed me to read this poem, so I read it. Today it fits, and I'm going to break it down. I'm also going to read another poem today. The Community. United we stand, divided we fall. It's your call for the community. Choose love and unity, not hate and division. Come together, let's unite. Together we're in a fight for unity in the community. Together we fight to make it right, so we have unity in the community. Here's the second part of this. See the light. It's time to make things right in the community. So please take a stand. It is time to stand and fight to make this right in the community. Young and old, rich and poor, we must unite to fight for the community. So it's united we stand or divided we fall. So do what's right, see the light, answer the call, fight the good fight for the community. So I'm going to break this down line by line. The community. United we stand. We need to, and I remember really sticking with me when I did the Plant Love Peace Walk with Tawana Aikens and Mr. Marvin Weeks, the great renowned muralist, that we, Susan Kennedy or Susan Bullets was Nanton or Susan Bullets was hollering, unity in the community. We do need unity in the community because it's united we stand or divided we fall. Not just in the communities, but at the state and federal level. If we don't come together as a country, we're not going to fix anything. You can throw your hands up in the air and say it's bad, and that's nice and well and fine, but eventually you have to fix things. You have to take responsibility. It's no different than if you break something in your home. You have to fix it. You break something in a store, you have to pay for it. There's responsibility. So it's united we stand or divided we fall. That's a choice we have. It's your call, people. You can decide which way you want to go with that for the community. Dr. King was about love and unity. I'm about love and unity. Bringing people together united for a cause to make it better. And that's what we need more of today. Not hate and division. Too much of that going around. And this election is going to be about love and unity or hate and division come November. And we're going to have to make a real hard choice on that. But we'll get to that later on before November. So we need to come together. And we got to unite. Because we're in the fight for unity in the community. If we don't unite, Dr. King's vision doesn't work. So together we fight to make it right so we have unity in the community. Right, we got to have unity. See the light. God called me. God called Dr. King. God called several folks to make it right in the community and serve. We got to see the light and start to listen to God and what He wants us to do. So it's time to make things right in the community. We got to, for our children. Our children are dying of gun violence. People are struggling with high rent, high crime in some areas. You know, people don't need this stress at all. People don't. So it's time to take a stand and fight for this community, fight and make this right in the community. We have to make it right. Young and old, I don't care what your age is, rich or poor, your economics, get involved. That's what the point of Dr. King's message was. He wanted people to be involved. He wanted the people to be on top of things so the problems we have don't occur. So we're going to fight for this community. So my final question in the poem was, it's united we stand or divided we fall. Do what's right and see the light. Answer the call and fight the good fight for the community. That's the point. Final. I just want you to really think and let those kind of last sentences marinate in your minds. So I'm going to read you something now to inspire you to get out there. It's called ACT. This was inspired by my friend Tawana Akins because she wanted me to read something new for the Plant Love Movement with Mr. Marvin Weeks, the artist. ACT. Don't wait. No time to hesitate. Things aren't great, so don't wait to make them great. ACT. For today, for tomorrow, so yesterday has a tomorrow. So don't wait. Act. Get involved. Heed the call so the problem gets solved. Too much stuff is going on and it's not getting fixed. So the problem gets solved before it's too late. Yes. If we don't fix things, one day it could be too late. Don't hesitate. Get out the gate. Don't wait. Act. So it's not too late. Act. Don't wait to make it great. Act before it's too late. Act now, because it's never too late to make things great. So, really, Dr. King was about the community. He was about leadership. He was led by God. He was a messenger from God to tell you what to do. He gave us all a blueprint of how to do things better. God gave him a vision. He was kind of like a modern day Moses. And they have compared him to that, and I believe he was. And was he perfect? No, but none of us are. But his heart was in the right place, and our hearts need to be too. So to honor his legacy, we got to start to serve the community. No more leaving 17th Street and 17th Avenue and 62nd Street filthy like it is at the Plant Love site. No more of that. Let's start to take care of these homeless people that are struggling and seeing them on the street corners. Let's start to take care of the people without health insurance. We still have 500,000 people in Florida without it because they did not expand Medicaid. Dr. King wanted people to have health care too. People forget that. He wanted them to have health care. He didn't want to see diabetics like me and my friend Amy struggling to afford care and supplies. No reason for that in this day and age. So again, get involved. Start to understand that it's not about you, it's about us. And together, united we stand, divided we fall. So what kind of dream do you want? Do you want a dream of unity? Do you want a dream of a better America where people work together, live together in harmony, and take care of each other and actually care about each other? Or do you want the same old blech that we got now? Now, everybody's going to blame the president. The president has done a good job considering what kind of mess he's gotten. But it's up to individuals. Politicians can solve it, but you know when the politicians solve it? When the people demand that they solve it. And part of what Dr. King did was he got power to get them to solve it. Voting gets problems solved. So get involved in the community. Don't just sit on your hands. So I want to say thank you. Thank you, Dr. MLK, for all you did, for inspiring me to be an activist and being a great voice for people. I love your legacy. I love what you've done. God bless you, Dr. King, and thank you all, and God bless. My name is Fred Christian Jr. I'm a disabled community activist from Miami Gardens with the founded organization known as #Impact. Thank you for this time today. God bless.